even like being like, oh my god, he's cute. I see the ex, I'm like, oh my god, I'm a predator. Cause easy white chocolate, like that's it. That's what it's giving. Shannon Sharpe is Latrell from White Chicks. That's all I gotta say. She is white before she's a woman, just how Shannon is black before he's a man. They see your color first, not your actual gender. But in the same instance, y'all want to go after these white girls because they'll hold you down and they'll be with you when you're down and all that other stuff. But then at the same time, they can turn around and ruin your fucking life.
No such thing as a life that's better than yours. No such thing as a life that's better than yours. No such thing, no such thing.
Jumbo everyone, welcome back, and in today's video I'm going to be talking about it's legal but is it ethical, Shannon and Monique tried to warn him. Without further ado, let's get started. If you have been living under a rock, you probably haven't heard of the whole Shannon Sharpe situation, or if you don't even know who Shannon Sharpe is, essentially he is a 56-year-old ex-football player. He is now like doing podcasts and he's on ESPN or some shit. I don't know. I don't watch sports. But essentially a lawsuit has came out with a 19-year-old, now 21, claiming that Shannon Sharpe assaulted her and now she is suing him for $50 million.
To my family, friends, supporters, and colleagues, I want to speak to you directly and from the heart. This is a shakedown. I'm going to be open, transparent, and defend myself because this isn't right. This is all being orchestrated by Tony Busby, who has targeted Jay-Z. Tony Busby targets black men, and I believe he's going to release a 30-second clip of a sex tape that tries to make me look guilty and play into every stereotype you could possibly imagine. That video should actually be 10 minutes or so. Hey Tony, instead of releasing your edit, put the whole video out. I don't have it, or I would myself. You know what happened, and you're trying to manipulate the media. The encounter in question took place during the day at her invitation, and now that appears to be a deliberate setup, coordinated by Gabby, also known as Carly on OnlyFans. Gabby and Tony Busby want $50 million. What they're getting is sued for defamation and trying to take me down. My career is all about real talk and honesty. I know my family and fans know exactly what this is about. And I'm going to be out there telling you whatever I need to say, just like I always do. I love all you guys.
Mind you, like I just said, Shannon Sharpe is 56 years old. This girl is 21. When they first started talking, she was 19. He was 54. What are we doing? Also ignore my hair. I don't know what's going on. I need to retwist soon, so just don't mind that. But anyways, like I said in the title of the video, Monique tried to warn him. When doing my research for this video, I was, going through, obviously looking up, There's this one video that he made a year ago with Monique, and the title literally says, Monique tells Shannon to stop dating young girls, or like something like that. And throughout that video, in the first, clip of it, because obviously they did a whole podcast, I did not watch the whole podcast, I just watched that one little clip because I wanted to kind of like pull together different sources that like show who Shannon is. And so in this instance, I went to YouTube, I was doing my research, I was watching the video. Monique straight up told this man, stop messing with the young girls. You are going to mess up your reputation. Shannon's all, no, stop, no, I'm not. And mind you, the video came out a year ago. So if they had been messing with each other for 2 years, whatever, that means that he had already been messing with this 19, 20-year-old girl while Monique is telling him straight to the face, stop messing with these children. These are children. Like, somebody's gonna try to come for me because literally in my last video, I talked about using men for their money and financial domination and age gap relationships specifically, and how like if you're younger, you're most likely gonna date someone who's older. So that's where it's like it gets a little bit messy because it's just like, Shannon, we know you were giving this girl money.
It only takes a little bit of white brainwash to activate the coon chip in the average Negro.
But also at the end of the day, you're sitting here trying to defame the girl because she's an OF model, but you act like you weren't the one entertaining it in the first place. You act like you weren't the one pursuing it over and over again. I watched a video that went through the whole like court documents and like why she was filing in the first place. I'm the type of person where I'm always going to believe the victim until, proven otherwise. So obviously right now, as a survivor myself, I am going to believe the woman. And to know this isn't Shannon Sharpe's first incident with a woman, it almost makes it like harder to even try to empathize with the man because you have money, you have power. Like, come on now. I don't know why he's so surprised that when you go after a 19-year-old that she isn't just gonna want you for your money. And then for you to try to go online and say, oh, she's an OF model, that doesn't make you any better either. Like, I don't know what you thought you were doing. I know you thought you ate, but give me that fucking plate, because no, you didn't.
I'm like, what do you say fuck me for?
Another thing that I have to say is Cat Williams opened the damn floodgates for all these celebrities being exposed, because all of 2024 and now all of 2025, it's scary out here. All we're doing is referencing back to that video because it just proves how like powerful of the tongue is, but also why you should never just like doubt the person that's quiet, because they probably got the most information because they're sitting there watching everybody. Cat Williams tried to warn Shannon and he doesn't care, and that's the thing about Shannon. So many people will try to warn him about the, you know, little decisions that he's making or what they've seen about him while he's interviewing them, and they're trying to warn him and he don't want to listen, because I personally think as a black man who is older and successful, when you get to making like a certain point of money, you're like, I'm fucking invincible. I can do whatever the fuck I want. And almost in a sense, it seems like they kind of like mirror the characteristics of a white man, even though that they're still a black man. Yes, you have money, but at the end of the day, and this is also what I talked about later in the video, at the end of the day, you are black first and your money comes second. You are black first, then you're a man, and you're a black man. So you're already black, you're already, you know, having to deal with depression and all that stuff. And then you want to think that just because you have money, you can get out of any situation that you put yourself in. But let me tell you again, you are a black man. It doesn't work the same. If this was a little white man, you think that everybody would be on his dick as much? Let's be real, no. Especially that Shannon Sharpe is prominent the way he is, and all the interviews that he's been doing, it's like his name is out there. He is making money. I'm pretty sure that he just got like some type of contract for $50 million. And this is where I'd be saying, you wanted to mess with the young girl who you knew only wanted you for money, but you want to act surprised when now she's suing your ass. So like I said, this girl is suing Shannon for $50 million, and I'm just like, damn, let me get a little mil of that. Let me, you know what I mean? But like $1 million would change my life. I think what's making this whole situation look even more crazy and kind of like he's guilty and that he did it is the fact that he offered her $10 million. Do you know what I could do with $10 million? You know what I could do with $10 million? She said, no, baby, I'm playing chess, not checkers. You thought you could just write me off and, you know, da-da-da. But even then, I think this is almost like relating to kind of like the Johnny Depp, Amber Heard situation. Like he sued her for like $50 million and she sued him for like $100 million, or vice versa. And that's where it shows like when you sue more, you end up having to owe more. So even if she doesn't win and, you know, that 10 million or whatever, she could still get 20 million. She could still get 30 million. But like lawyer fees and like all that other stuff. So that's where I'm also just like, guys, she's getting her bag. She's getting her bag. And also it's the fact that the lawyer exposed her. I'm just like, side eye. Originally I was gonna title this video, When is Young Too Young? But I felt like this one, I saw somebody's comment while doing research for it, and they're like, yes, it's legal, because that's where everybody keeps trying to just dismiss the fact that she is a literal child. Like, yes, she is legal, but is it ethical? Is it ethical for you to be fucking 54 years old with a 19-year-old? Imagine this, Shannon. Imagine you are a 54-year-old man with a 19-year-old child. Would you want another man your age going and dating your child? I'm gonna give you some time to think. Exactly. No. So why are you doing it yourself? And like I've said, Monique tried to warn him. You thought you were gonna save your ass by exposing those text messages. It only made it worse. Shannon, what do you mean race play? What do you mean? And I also see why so many black women are done defending this man. He has basically came out and said, I don't like black women. I don't know why you black bitches. That's how Shannon basically is acting. These black bitches. Why do they keep bothering me?
Like, you can't do it.
We get it. We get it. You want you a little white girl? We get it. But damn, at least go after like a 25-year-old, 26-year-old. You're going after a 19-year-old who obviously is all about her money. Cause y'all were in some type of weird transactional, you know, relationship where you're giving her some type of money, obviously, because a bitch would not deal with this shit for the free, especially if you have the status that you do and the money that you do. I personally would not be dealing with this shit for free. So that's how I know he was obviously paying her. And then on top of that, it gets messy because why are you being violent? Why are you being violent? Before I get ahead of myself, we're gonna talk about that later in the video. All I gotta say is I'm sick of these rich, successful black men who are a little bit older going for these average white girls and then they be ruining their careers. What are we doing? We already didn't need to hear you going on live and having sex and claiming that was an accident. No, it wasn't. wasn't. We don't need to hear how you're gonna choke out this little white girl. I promise you, okay? Monique is literally telling him, you need someone who's gonna make you smother turkey wings, who's gonna fill your belly, who is like gonna be tired after the 4th round and all this other stuff, gonna go make you some food so you have energy again. Like, he needs a woman who is damn near on his level and close to his age. I don't know why your grown ass even wants to be seen with a 19-year-old. Like, me personally, me being 22 years old, okay? And I work at the club, right? So I work at the club. I see all these people, see all these children that come in the club, right? I'm 22 and a half basically, because it's getting like the summer, like, oh my God. Anyways. So with me being 22 and I see an 18-year-old boy, and I obviously know the mindsets of like genders are different. A man sees a younger woman, he's like, yes, yes, yes. A woman sees a younger man, she's like, what the fuck? You're a child. That's how I think. When I see your little X's on the back of your hand like this, stay away from me. Stay away from me. I'm not catching a case. No, but in all actuality, only being 4 years apart from some of these children, I feel like I'm grown as fuck. I feel like I'm damn near 30, and even like being like, oh my God, he's cute. I see the X, I'm like, oh my God, I'm a predator. Like, I can't. I'm not getting caught up for a man younger than me. Absolutely not. Never. And like I said, let's be real. In my last video, I already talked about this. You want to sit there and go after a 19-year-old and then be surprised when she wants to use you for your money? Let's use common sense. You're 54, you're an older man, you're well established, and you have money. She is a 19-year-old girl who works at the gym. I'm sorry, what did you think this was? That what? No. Someone made a TikTok where they're like, damn, y'all's favorite holiday must be Easter because all y'all can do is go after these snow bunnies. And I couldn't agree more. I don't know how many times I have to say, it always feels like a rich, successful, older black man is always getting in trouble at the hands of a young little white girl. Stop acting like Latrell from White Chicks, cause easy white chocolate, like that's what it's giving. Shannon Sharp is Latrell from White Chicks. That's all I gotta say. Anytime a situation like this happens, and like, I know this is such a weird connection to what I'm talking about, but y'all know me. If you go and look at any of my past videos, I'm always connecting whatever I'm talking about to history in some type of way, because I love history, and I used to be a Afro Studies and history major over at the U before I transferred schools. So I have 3 years of knowledge in that topic, okay? I was supposed to graduate this year. I was supposed to graduate in 2 weeks. But again, what the fuck am I supposed to do with an Afro Studies history degree? Nothing. So I transferred, and now I do interpreting. Okay, let's get back to the point. Me involving history in all my videos, I do that because I always love to see the root of the issue, or even like the root to see how the evolution came about and why we are where we are in this day and age. It seems like with black men going after white women can turn around when things aren't going their way and claim rape, claim abuse, claim whatever, and get that man caught the fuck up. I've seen it too many times, but I say it in the sense of like going down to our next topic that I'm going to be talking about is white women tears. These women, and it has been known in history that when white women have messed with black men back then and they got caught up for it, they just claim rape and they go and lynch that black man. I'm sick of it. I'm not sitting here saying that I am defending Shannon Sharp by any means necessary, but what I'm saying is I see a weird parallel of, you know, Shannon doing kind of whatever he wants, kind of whistling at this woman, and as soon as he does something that she doesn't like, she can flip the script on him and do whatever she wants to him, because at the end of the day, she is a white person before she's a woman. She is white before she's a woman, just how Shannon is black before he's a man. They see your color first, not your actual gender. So obviously back then, if riots were literally caused over white women being raped by black men, what did you think was going to happen in the media with this situation? Can we stop acting fucking stupid? So like I said, not only can she use his age against him, because you are 54 going after a 19-year-old. And that's where I'm just like, I don't know how to feel about being aged up sometimes, because people will come to me and be like, oh, I thought you were 25. First of all, don't do too fucking much. But second of all, I just know I'm finna like gracefully age and look beautiful. I've said so many times in all my videos, I'm not peaking or getting damn near to my peak until I'm almost 30. I've said it so many times. My 20s, I'm gonna be young turned in 22 and in my 20s doing whatever fuck shit I want to do. But with saying that, I'm still gonna be hot, I'm still gonna be sexy, I'm still gonna do me. But at the end of the day, I know I'm not hitting my peak. I know I'm not, you know, getting up there until I'm damn near in my 30s. I'm too young. I'm not like enough financially stable to be able to do the things that I want to do. Therefore, I'm not at my peak yet. Will my peak come soon? Yes. But my peak, people will think I'm at my peak week, and I'll just keep going up and up and up and up and up. Hey, obviously there's gonna be trials and tribulations. It's not just up, 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 up. It's, you know, like this. But at the same time, y'all gonna be like, oh, Reese done. No, I'm not, baby. I'm just getting started. Hey, hey. And yes, I'm wearing my same hoodie that I wore in my last video. Niggas do laundry. Mind your fucking business. I think also Shannon has kind of showed a disdain for black people, more specifically black women. And I think that any chance that he gets, he will try to be freaky with them. Like even asking Coco Jones, oh, would you get a BBL? Why do you care? You're here to ask her about her music, not about what her body looks like. So that's where for me, I'm just like, you're weird. And that's where it's like, even for me, I tell these men straight the fuck up what you're used for. If you're a grown ass man, aka if you are trying to talk to me and you are 30 and above, I only want you for money. Even if you're around my age, I only want you for money. I have emotionally detached from men. I'm only with you for your money at this point. If you're nice and you're cool and, you know, a good personality comes with it, added fucking bonus. But at this point in my life, I'm all about getting my money up. If you are not there to help me get my money up, get the fuck out my way. I don't care if you're cute. I don't, because I'm not gonna sit here and compete with you. And how many times have I said, just because you're a cute nigga don't mean shit in the next 10 years when all you went off of was your fucking looks and you have nothing going for you and now you're a womanizer. Don't get mad at me. The fuck? But like I said, this also shows like his disdain for the black community. If you are with a black woman around your age, you need to be like fucking Sierra and Russell Wilson. That's the type of relationship I want to be in. I want to be with the man who's obsessed with me, who adores me, who loves me 10 times more, will do anything, worships the ground that I walk on. Until then, I will be single. And it's so funny. I can make this a whole nother video. Literally, like people at work, I tell my opinions to like my coworkers and stuff because I don't give a fuck. And most of my managers are men. And I will say, yes, I'm not doing shit for the free. You're an old man. But more essentially, I'm not doing shit for free no more. My time is money. Like Bash for the World said, the only thing that's worse than wasting money, bitch, is time. So if I wasn't trying to waste yours, why are you trying to waste mine? Okay, ending off this video, I just want to talk about, yes, it's legal, but is it ethical? And going through all the steps that I just talked about and reiterating and kind of like doing a conclusion of this video essay, because that's basically what my videos are, video essays. In a sense, age gap relationships can be very tricky. Very, very tricky. Obviously, people will say, oh, she's only with him for his money, this and this and that. Most of the time, yes. But in this instance, Shannon, why are you going after a girl? And I'm calling her a girl, not even a woman. Why are you going after a girl who you're almost 40 years? You are like 35 years older than this girl. You had a whole life, whole established all this stuff while homegirl wasn't even born yet. What are we doing? You also have to ask yourself, why would she be talking to me? Is it for my money or my really great personality? Get the fuck out my face. She's talking to you for money. And it doesn't matter that she has an OF. And by you trying to defame her or even just like whatever about her name by saying that she has an OF, that still doesn't dismiss the fact that assault can happen to her. I don't know why people think that prostitutes can't get raped, that people who say no can't get raped. Like, I'm so confused. If you tell a nigga no and he keeps going, that's rape. That's rape. If he tries to persuade you, or what's the word? Coercion. If he tries to coerce you into sex, that's rape. That's assault, Bookie. Like, guys, please be smart, please. And especially like if you're gonna be in an older relationship like this where, you know, it's very transactional and all that other stuff, please be careful because stupid shit like this can happen. Monique tried to warn him. I will keep saying that. Monique tried to warn him, and it's almost like eerie. I went back to the comments like, anybody here for the comments? Yes, that's like when you're going through a funny TikTok video and people are like talking shit about the person and being like, anybody else ran to the comments? Why are the comments funnier than the video? Like, sometimes the comments do be funnier than the video, I can't even lie. This is like one of those situations where I ran to the comments because Monique telling him stop, she even said like 2030. Baby, he was playing in your face because he was going after a 19-year-old. You're like, stop messing with those 25, 30-year-olds, Shannon. You need a 40, 50-year-old. Baby, he wasn't listening to you. He's in there kiki because he knows he's doing some fuck shit right now. Let's be real. And it's also too many of the times I've seen these black men getting mad at black women for putting them in their place and telling them the truth. Monique tried to tell you to stop messing with these younger girls and you didn't want to listen. He was already a year deep in this situation, but even then he could have been like, you know what? Yeah. It literally said in the court documents that it was like up and down, obviously bumpy for the past 2 years while they were like in a consensual relationship. But she said where she started fearing for her life was October of 2024. That interview came out however long ago, and he could have saved his himself a lot of time, a lot of hurt, and his fucking reputation. I still don't understand the appeal of going after a younger woman. Maybe it's just me because I feel like women obviously mature a lot quicker than men, but in the same sense, it's like, this is not mature. Her frontal lobe isn't even developed, and neither is mine. Mine isn't even developed for the next 3 fucking years. So if I'm already this way without it fully being fucking developed, it's only gonna get stricter. It's only gonna get stricter around here. Like, I don't know what to tell you. Like, stop acting fucking stupid. And I think that with a lot of women finally like coming to terms like, oh, that man doesn't fucking like me. Yes, thank you, because now you can take the steps into actually doing stuff yourself so you can love yourself. Stop trying to love these men. Love them for their money. Love them for what they can do for you. Get something out of it instead of just being emotionally attached all the fucking time. It's actually sad. It's so sad that we have really been tricked into this mindset of, oh, we need to marry for love, and we didn't know, marry for money. Back then, getting married was a business plan. Have y'all not seen those princesses and all that stuff? They would not marry a man unless they had more money than them, or unless the money that they can merge can make them a fucking empire. So why can't I do that for myself in this modern day and age? I will. I will say this all the time. White women tears will always get you caught up. And I don't know why I made this connection, but literally when I was younger, I used to be obsessed, maybe because I related to it a little bit too much, but obsessed with the movie Daddy's Little Girls. Okay, if you don't know what that movie is, Gabrielle Union and Idris Elba, they're in a movie. He has 3 daughters. The grandma dies, who was taking care of them. The mom is abusive, and he's trying to just like navigate taking care of these little girls, going through the court system, whatever. In that movie, he went to a party when he was younger, and the reason why he can't have like a good job or whatever is because of this. He went to a party when he was younger. He was fucking on the white girl. The white girl's daddy came in, and she claimed rape. So then it was this whole big ordeal or whatever, and that's like a big reason in that. And that's why I'm saying these white women can switch up on you so quickly. You're sitting here thinking, oh bet, whatever, but at the end of the day, she could low-key be plotting on you just in case you try anything with her. Just in case. I've seen so many of the times, like going to the University of Minnesota, and my sister went to the University of Minnesota, and during her time, there was probably at least 2 to 3 football players. I don't know if they were all true, but I know one of them was falsified, that the girl lied on the football player's name and claimed rape, and he almost got kicked off the team. Like, it's stuff like this. So that's what I'm saying. It's like, y'all need to be very, very wary of who you're going after. Does the black girl want everything? Does she want to be taken care of? Yes, because y'all already haven't been doing that. But in the same instance, y'all want to go after these white girls because they'll hold you down and they'll be with you when you're down and all that other stuff. But then at the same time, they can turn around and ruin your fucking life. Understand that. And I could make a whole other YouTube video about that whole Daddy's Little Girls movie, because that was my favorite movie. But now growing up and seeing the way that Tyler Perry, I'm pretty sure that's who, you know, wrote it and stuff like that, seeing the way that he has successful black women always falling to the knees of a broke black nigga. Stop. We're not doing that shit anymore. I'm not gonna be a successful ass black woman and then my man's in there, what, dragging along with me? No, nigga. You need to be established or above me in some type of position. I don't know what to tell you. And like I said earlier, if you're an older man and you're with a younger woman, 9.8 times out of 10, she's with you for your money. That 0.2%, it, like I said, if you got a good personality, good sense of humor, and you're nice and generous, yeah, that's an added bonus. But most of the time, if you are with a younger girl, just expect to be providing for her. This shouldn't be a surprise. Because it's also like, why are you old trying to talk to younger women, but then getting mad when they expect you to provide for them? I don't need that broke behavior over here, so stay over there. Thank you. Anyways, I think I've yapped enough for this video. This was a very yappy video. But again, it's just like, Shannon, stop trying to get caught up. Maybe if you were smarter, you wouldn't have gotten caught up. I really hope y'all enjoyed this video, and I'll see y'all in my next one. Bye, y'all.